I'm going to let this Taylor girl know that nobody wants to talk to you. The fact that Adam Sandler said, "Can you calm down and stop eating so much?" That was a dig. And she's so all over the place in her own little world. As an example of every Kardashian, every influencer out there, that it's actually really disgusting to watch. And is this Access Hollywood that we're on? I don't really know what channel we're on. The fact that you would post her as a supplier of this nasty tells us that you're not capable of being leaders in entertainment. People are not asking to see that little girl. People don't want to see that little girl. People don't want to watch what you're now producing. We don't want to watch these reality TV stars on influencer platform. People are angry. We're angry at you, Access Hollywood. We're angry at the Golden Globes. We're angry at the movies that you think that you want to produce. You think you want to produce that, but guess what? It's the fart factor. It's the attention grabbing. And then you all make excuses as to why you did what you did. But there is no excuse for any of you. It's very challenging to tell a little girl named Taylor Biggs that she's not doing a very good job. Taylor, you're not doing a very good job. You're fired. Your voice alone is an example of what is the worst thing I've ever heard in my life. And the fact that your parents would sell you upriver like that, kid, it's unbelievable. That goes for anybody else who allowed their children to do these things. It's like these kids are annoying. Nobody likes them. They have no friends except for the Kardashians because they're trying to grab attention off them. This is the Drew Barrymore story in our faces. And look what happened to Drew Barrymore. And it's only a mirage that you see with Drew Barrymore. She's very mentally ill. Just like the rest of these people. If you can imagine as an audience member living in LA and it's the only thing you know. So the only thing you would know if you've only lived in one town is the ability to live in that one town. So for example, I've lived in many different places across the country. Some of you've never traveled, but even when you travel, you don't know what it's like to live in the country. You have no respect for the culture in Nebraska or North Carolina or Montana. You conform to those places so that culture within that region can stay alive. You don't show up with your weird personality and your weird body in Utah and try to stir things up because it makes you feel inclusive. That's the weirdest thing I've ever heard, isn't it? For a person that's a good person who is up to the right things would understand what I'm talking about. It's all about being a good person. It's not about your culture. And it's about the freedoms to allow other people to be themselves. Has nothing to do with anything more than that. However, you being yourself is a tyrant. And you being yourself is selfish, and you like ego-driven content, and you like to show off your beauty of your money. And then we're all supposed to say that that's the new norm of the new world order, according to Joe Biden, while you tell us that we're supposed to watch a miniature version of the Kardashians. I think there's something wrong here. And then you're going to tell me, because my content is at 300 followers, however, I've gone onto all your platforms, I'm telling you that the influencer platform model doesn't work. The influencer platform doesn't work. If it did, my content would be viral, wouldn't it? So you all think you're over there winning. You think you're winning because you're going to parties and stuff, but that's the short game. All your cups are completely empty and nobody's there to fill them up. That's Ken Craddock. That is Addie McCracken. Even the kids aren't even giving you anything. You sold your children upriver, Haley Hess, and Access Hollywood said, yeah, bring it on, because TMZ and I want to make money off of you. Hence why Taylor, or whatever your name is, Biggs, is sitting in front of Adam Sandler, irritating him. Oh, don't you know who I am? Yeah, I do. And you're really annoying. Imagine telling her that. And then telling the father that and saying, what did you do to that kid? And then is he going to jail? Or is Access Hollywood going to jail? Or is Taylor Biggs going to jail? That's the real question. She acts like an adult, so I guess that she's going to be tried as an adult. See, this is what it looks like for Lord of the Flies, literally in front of your faces. Hey, Access Hollywood, what do you have to say about this? Because there are no repercussions for what I produce. I mean, look at how much content I've produced, and I'm still making content all over platform. What does this tell you in many levels is that no one reads the comment section. No one's interested in watching these videos. They just scroll through. No one's curious. No one is really up to a whole lot, I would say. We're not living real lives, because if someone came up to me and said what I've said to these women, I would say, well, what the hell's your problem? However, they just do it secretly behind the scenes, and then they make videos about, let me think of one. Oh, Mona Van showing you a bag of nuts from Persia. And then you as an American are going to say, yeah, that's cool because we're in LA. And then you all definitely see something wrong with that, except for she doesn't. And she's like, well, no one's going to come after me because I'm with Gary Vaynerchuk. And then she's on CNN News with Gary Vee in the background. She's standing there. And then she posts pictures about it. And then they talk about communism. And then Access Hollywood doesn't want to report anything about the content that I'm producing. So if you were actually producing real content, I'm actually demonstrating to you real education on what you're supposed to do in the comment section. You're supposed to look at the comment section. Oh. And then you're supposed to follow up in the comment section as a job and care about the customer, because I am a customer. I used to watch your TV show. And as a customer, it's hence why I'm running around all your platforms, because I used to watch all your stations because there was no choice. Until there became a choice. Until I realized what you were up to. Thanks to, this is really, I'm just really want to give a shout out to Legacy Media and Kamala Harris. Kamala and Joe Biden. And let's not forget about Hillary Clinton and Obama and Joe Biden. Let's not forget about that. So you live in fear. You live in fear every single day, while I live in no repercussions. And you are shaking inside right now, aren't you? And that is the natural state of existence thanks to Biggs and all these influencers and people like Demi Moore. But I feel great. I have a new, after this new year came through, it's like a new outlook on life, to know what Mona Van's really up to see what a scumbag she really is. To see how scumbag the Middle East is. To see what you and influencer are up to, which is scumbag stuff. And to take a look around at what communism really is and know how to block that shit, as you used to try to put that all on me. However, it doesn't really work anymore, does it? It doesn't really work no more, does it? So now I get to do that to you, which is just basically let you produce, and then you feel what you need to feel because it's what you feel. Oh, you're in for a ride now, bro.